and welcome back, ladies and gents. Welcome to episode 17 on the Calm Farm, where today's mission is going to be to smash quite a few contracts so we can earn enough money to replace our aging equipment. A few episodes ago, we bought a windrower and a tedder so we could process the grass on our two fields. But in the last episode, we bought a third field, which is much bigger. So we're going to need better equipment to process everything a little bit more efficiently. So as I pick up this little bale wrapper, let's run over the rules again, remind ourselves why we're here. We're starting off with zero. We started with absolutely nothing. No fields, no equipment, just the hat on our head. And we've been doing contracts relentlessly to earn a bit of cash so we can step up in the world. And we have done that. Currently, we have 3 fields up in the north of the map. They're all seeded with grass, so that will see us going for quite some time. We've got mowing equipment and baling equipment, and we've got our own little John Deere. But as the last episode proved, John Deere struggles when it's carrying heavy loads, so I will be looking to upgrade to the AgroStar at the earliest opportunity as well. Also, it's worth remembering that we don't have any mods or any DLCs on this run through. It's going to be basic vanilla as the game was made. We will be using workers. I haven't put any limits on or restrictions on leasing equipment either. Although up to this point I haven't. I've used the equipment that's provided in contracts, but I haven't leased anything from the store. That's not to say that we won't in future, because harvesters are pricey to begin with. So we might have to suck that up. And I'm going to try to avoid using loans unless I absolutely have to. So, with our recap completed, let's get some contracts done. Let's get moving, let's get baling, let's get doing whatever needs to be done. I'll see you soon. Well, that was easy. All done and dusted. It was a bit of a awkward machine to get to use. I've never tried that one before, but seems to have done the trick. So let's go and have a quick look, see what other contracts are there. Hopefully there's something juicy that we can sink our teeth into. Oh, that's a pity. Never mind. Let's go and cut down some dead wood and put this Husqvarna to the test. Well, I wouldn't recommend it, ladies and gents, running around in the dark with a torch and a chainsaw. It's exceedingly tricky to spot these deadwood trees. It gets a little bit frustrating after a few minutes, so I'm definitely going to do these in daylight in future. But there's the last one down. Cheeky little 1200 or whatever it was in our back pocket. Oh, 1350, there we go. I'll do us nicely. So let's speed up a bit of time, see if we can get these contracts coming in. Let's get up to 360 and see what pops in. I think I'll definitely take that because it's an easy 1200 bucks there. And I think I just saw a stone. Yeah, there it is, stone picking contract as well before I clicked off. And a couple of semi-juicy harvesting contracts. Let's take the stone picking because it is pretty straightforward. So let's get this gear down to field 89 and start rounding up some stones, clean that place up, and take one step closer to, well, whatever comes next, really. Okay then, let's go and have a quick look in the shop and see what we can upgrade. First thing we need to have a look at is discount. Now this looks pretty good, sitting at 24. I think they're about 65, 70 grand maybe. I think, or 70. So yeah, that's a good deal. Spending 24 on it. I'm not too fussed about the working hours at the moment. And let's have a quick look at windrowers, because we do need more width to get the job done quicker, or more efficiently, I should say. Yeah, that's definitely worth it. So let's bag that. Thank you very much. And then we need to have a quick look at tedders. Here we go. Yeah, that'll do the trick. Just over 8 meters wide. That should get tethering done double quick. Winner. Let's sell the old stuff, because we can still get a couple of quid out of those. And then we can start saving up for the AgroStar. Something with a little bit more power, a little bit more guts. Only problem is it doesn't have a front loader, but we'll come to that bridge when we need to. So let's get rid of these. Haven't lost too much value. And like I always say, a little bit of money is better than a poke in the eye. Okay, so let's set this fella off. Get him picking up some stones. And John Deere, light it up, please. There we go. And then let's take this little trailer down. Ah, look at our new equipment. What an absolute win. Well, that's embarrassing. I completely forgot to sell a few bits and pieces from the start of the game. So let's get rid of the old windrower and grab a cheeky contract at the same time. And there we have it, ladies and gents. The sun is up, and we have 2 more contracts ready to work on. It's going to be a beautiful day because today the grass on our 3 fields is ready to harvest. Now I know I could leave them go for another month and get a better yield, but I'm kind of itching to use my gear, so we're going to go and harvest this field, and then we'll get stuck into our own. And there we go, ladies and gents. I always get nervous finishing cotton fields. I think I mentioned it before. Old FS22 used to leave me with half-done cotton bales all the time, and I couldn't finish the contracts. Now, I don't know whether I was doing something wrong, more than likely, or whether there was a problem. But either way, this one looks good to go. So let's get this lot loaded and get it delivered and get ourselves paid. And I do it in one swoop. No, because I lined them up wrong. So end to end, not side to side, for future record. And after all that clowning around in the field with this trailer, it's time to cash it in and call it a day. I think that that achieves our goal for this episode, which was to get some new equipment ready for harvesting our own field. In the meantime, I want to thank you very much for sticking with us. If you enjoyed this episode, please drop a like. Please drop a comment if you've got any suggestions. And if you're up to it, please subscribe. Thank you very much. See you soon.